Children, we shift on to the next topic of the chapter, and that is the features of a map. Now, a map, in order to understand the map, it is very, very important to know what are the things which are shown with the help of the signs and symbols. So, in other words, like all the maps, they are made according to a set of signs and symbols. And these signs and the symbols, they help us to understand the map. Okay, so now let us see that how to use this signs and symbols. Okay, so the first feature is title. Now, every map is having a title. Okay, and it refers to the information which is shown in the map. For example, you see, title means whether it is a physical map, whether it is a political map, a thematic map, etc. For example, if we say that it is a physical map, it is understood that we show the natural features or only the natural features are shown on the map. Second feature is direction. Okay. Now you see, direction, it is also very, very important on a map because it helps us to determine where the things are in relation to the other things. Okay. Then the third one is the cardinal directions. Okay. Now, as you can see in the diagram in the book, we are having a diagram which is showing the two direction. One is the cardinal direction and the other is the intermediate direction. Now, which are the cardinal direction? The four main directions, that is the north, the south, the west and the east. They are known as the cardinal direction. And they are shown on the map using the letters N, which represents the north, S, south, W, west, and then E, east. Okay. Now, it is understood that on all the maps, the direction which is at the top, it indicates the north direction. And once we know the north direction, it is very easy to locate the other four main or the cardinal direction. Okay. North is the top one. Opposite to it, at the bottom, we are having the south. To the left, we are having the west, and to the right, we are having the east. So, how many directions we are having? Cardinal, we are having four directions, that is the north, the south, the west, and the east. Now, the next feature is the intermediate direction. Now, we are having the four cardinal direction. They are further divided into four intermediate direction. Now, you see the direction between the north and the east, it is known as northeast. Direction between the south and the east is known as southeast. Direction between the south and west, it is known as southwest. And the direction between the north and west, it is known as northwest. So, in all, we are having 8 directions. 4 are which one? Cardinal direction. And the 4 which are in between them, they are known as the intermediate direction. Now, why we are using the intermediate direction? In order to show the accuracy while locating a place. Now, the next topic is importance of distance and direction. Okay. Now, in short, we can say that if we want to locate a place, it is only possible when we know the distance between the two places and the direction of the places. Okay, so the distance and the direction, they are very, very important if we want to locate a place. Now, next topic is scale. Okay, now you see, showing a very large area on a very small piece of paper, it is not an easy job. And we do this work with the help of a scale. Suppose you see, if we want to show 100 units which are on the ground. Now you see children, in the book there is an example. Have a look in the book. If 1 unit on a map, it is showing 100 units on the ground. So this relation of 1 centimeter which is shown on the map, it is representing 100 kilometer on the ground. This is known as the scale of the map. This relation, like the 1 centimeter on the map, the distance of 1 centimeter on the map, it is showing how much distance on the ground? 100 kilometer. If it means that any place which is at a distance of 1 centimeter on the map, in reality on the surface of the earth, it is having a distance of 100 kilometer. This is known as the scale of the map. So in other words, you can see at the bottom of the page, the definition of scale is written. The scale, it is the ratio between the distance on the map and the corresponding true distance on the ground. Now children, how the scale is shown? In the book, they have shown you 3 different types of scales. Okay. So now we will be learning how the scale is shown. It can be shown in how many ways? 3 different ways. First one is it can be shown by a statement. Second one, it can be shown by a graduated straight line. And the third is the representative fraction. So these are the various ways how the scale is shown. First of all, let us learn about the statement or the verbal scale. Okay, this is a method in which the scale is shown with the help of, or it is in the form of a statement. Okay, for example, it is written that, suppose it is written 1 centimeter, it is representing 10 kilometers. It means that 1 centimeter which is shown on the earth, on the map, if 1 centimeter is shown on the map, it is equal to how many distance on the ground? 10 kilometer. This is the scale which is shown in a statement way. Okay, it is written in the form of a statement. It means that the 1 centimeter, it is showing 10 kilometers on the ground. Now let us shift on to the second one, and that is the linear scale. Okay. Now the linear scale, it is also known, the linear scale, as you can see in the picture also, it is also known by 2 different names. One is what? Graphical scale, and the other is the graduated straight line. Okay, this is a method in which a straight line, it is divided into lengths. Okay, and these lengths, they represent the proportional distance on the ground. Okay, this is normally between 12 centimeter and 20 centimeter. You can see the lines, they are divided into parts which are known as secondary divisions. Okay. Yes. Now let us shift on to the next one, and that is the representative fraction, which is also known as the numerical fraction. Okay. In short, we can say that in the representative fraction scale, the distance, it is shown in the form of fractions. Okay. So it is the ratio between the map distance and the ground distance, which is represented as a fraction. Okay. Yes. Now let us shift on to the next, and that is the conventional signs and symbols. Okay. Then the next topic is conventional signs and symbols. Okay. Now, whenever we make a map, the map makers, cartographers, they use conventional signs and symbols. They are used because the space on the map is limited, okay? And the signs and the symbols, they also indicate various features, and that too, it is indicated in a very, very simple way, and it is very, very clear, which helps in understanding the map. And that is the reason the conventional signs and the symbols, they are very, very important. Okay. Now, these signs and the symbols, they are also governed by what? Conventions. Convention means they are made according to a set of rules. Okay. All the signs and the symbols on the map, they are made according to certain set of rules. Okay, this certain set of rules, it is known as conventions. Okay, and that is the reason these signs and symbols, they are accepted and they are approved by all the nations of the world. Okay, internationally they are accepted. We are having the same set of symbols and signs all through the world. Okay, now why it is important that we are having, why it is important to have the same set of signs and symbols, so that it becomes easy to explain the meaning of something. Interpret means to explain the meaning of something. Okay, now we are able to learn about most of the map only if we know the meaning of the various signs and symbols which are used on the map. On the map, the various things, they are shown in the form of signs and symbols, and we can understand it only if we know the meaning of those signs and symbols. This topic is signs and symbols. Okay. Now let us study about the various signs and symbols which are shown on the map. Now the first is the use of letters. On the map, you see some of the features, they can be represented by letters. For example, here it's already written that the letter tank, in order to show tank, we can show it with the letter T. Okay. Now the next is the use of colors. On the map, you can see the various colors they are used. And these colors, they also show some specific information. For example, you see, suppose if we want to show the water bodies, it is shown in blue color. If we want to show the water bodies which are shallow, it is shown in light blue. In the same way, you can see we can use different colors for different landforms. For example, the yellow, green, brown, etc. They are used in order to show the landforms. And the water bodies, they are shown by which color? Blue color. Okay. Now the next is what? Use of symbols. Now, some of the structures or the features, they can be shown with the help of symbols. For example, you can see, like if we want to show the place of worship on a map, it can be shown with the help of a mosque, a small picture of a mosque. Okay. Next is the use of lines. Okay. Now, lines of equal values, they can also be shown in order to show the height and the temperatures of a place. For example, you see we are having one line which is known as contour lines. Okay, contour lines, they are the lines which join the places which are having the equal height or the same height. In the same way, we are having one more lines which are known as isotherms. Okay, isotherms, they join the places which are having the similar temperatures.